you got some unfinished business, real business, like some unfinished stuff, like court stuff, court hearings, struggles, challenges, or just disputes. You got some unfinished business with somebody that is family or as close like family. There's just a sort of a tension, something that you have to put down. Sign the papers, sign the papers, make it official, and be done. So this could be for a divorce. This could be for beneficiary things, or signing houses or mortgages. There's definitely something official that you're engaged in right now that you're about to finish up. And it's got to do with your family. It does have an impact on your family. There's been a lot of balance, like a need to hold back your temper, try to see things from a different point of view, a different perspective. I think there's a lot of anger that is pushed down inside of you right now. But in some ways, it's almost like you know that if you got as angry as you want to be, it would go poorly for you. Because everybody may be intimidated by an Aries who explodes, but at the same time, it doesn't get them very far. And that's why I think a lot of Aries that I know are uber controlled, because they know they're like a hairpin away from just losing their shit all over the place and like taking the whole building out with them. You know what I'm saying? So there's just this need to be controlled and level yourself out. But it's been going on a long time. This struggle, this challenge, this hardship, whatever. There may be some legal matters here, because I'm looking at a scale. I'm looking at the cards right now. But ultimately, there seems to be, it's like it's gone back and forth for a long time. And there was a lot of cause for being disillusioned. You know, you never really know somebody until they take you to court. I'm just saying. Like, and I don't even know if all of you guys are in court. I very much doubt that every single Aries that's watching this it's going to be all about court. But it's something like that. It's something official. There has been hardships. There has been arguments. There has been a go back and forth. Something that you don't understand completely, but at the same time, it's been frustrating you a great deal. But you've been holding back intentionally, because if somebody really knew what you felt, there'd be no chance in hell. And for some reason, and forget about some reason, it's because this is attached to your actual family, that you don't want that to be how you're living, or a circumstance in your life. So, what do we do? We suck at our shit and we move forward, Aries. That's what we do. For those of you who are actually, because this could be for some people actually signing the papers for a house that you have been struggling for or saving for a while. So there could be movement here as well. But there is definitely, central card, central to your entire reading, change. A shift, and it's intentional. When this card comes up, it's not like the Tower card. It's not like something is just happening to you that you can't control. This is a change that you have been working hard toward. To feel your life moving forward, to feel in control of your life, a life that maybe for the past couple of months especially felt completely out of hand and out of control. But there's definitely some sort of intent, a shift. And so for many of you, you could be like wanting to travel or go somewhere or move somewhere. I don't think that you've been extremely public about what you've been planning, about what you really desire deep down inside. I think that that's something that's been sort of just what you've kept to you. you know. And I probably because you don't want to get into another craziness or pushed into or backed into another corner. You're just getting out of a corner. You don't want to be backed into another one. And I do believe that it's that you say you shifted from one relationship to another. The person that you choose to be with now is completely different than the person you chose to be with before. It's like you just want something completely different. Like that's the mood. And it doesn't even have to be about relationships for you. You just want something completely different right now. Because the stagnation has sort of gotten you up to here. And it just feels crappy. But something is starting to simmer down to a point where you can just cut it loose and let it go. You'll be able to put it behind you soon. And there's a release there. And there's a freedom there that you've worked very, very hard to achieve. And I think that you've learned a lesson from... I think you've learned the lesson from it. You've learned what you really like. You know, what's really important to you. And you've learned that even if that isolates you from people sometimes, it's better to be isolated than backed into a corner you never wanted to be in. You know, say you just got out of a 50-year marriage, right? And for 25 of those years, you were not happy. Imagine that. Imagine that. It's almost like, but the thing about Aries is you guys have that ability. You have that focus and you have that I'm just going to get it done. If it's expected of me and it's necessary, I'm just going to get it done. And you could go for years exhausting yourself in the wrong direction. And that's what's been going on. And so when you cut those old ties, you're ready to say goodbye. You're ready to be absolutely, completely done. Done. And yet, in some ways, you still don't want to be a prick about it. You know, you don't want to be like, peace out. Maybe you do. Maybe some of you do, which is okay too, because you're ready. And it's taken a long time for you to get to this point. But I think many of you are like, you're just ready. You're just ready to not be sorry. Even if somebody else is depressed or disappointed or sad. You're ready to not care. Yeah, I said it. You're ready to not care. Because that's what cutting ties means for you. It means completely letting it go as if it never existed. And I feel like that's why Cancerian energy is here too. Now, if you haven't already cut the ties, you're like this close. You're done. You're like, you emotionally, hold on. Yeah, you're done. You're, what I said, like you have it up to here. And, you know, you may have, like, let's give another example. Because this is the real general, most general part of this reading. But the mentality is being emotionally done. Finished. To a point where you're not just, you're not even upset about it anymore. You've drawn conclusions, you've suffered, you've debated, you've probably gone back a couple of times, you tried to make things work, tried to think of things in a different way, tried to be positive, screamed and yelled, fought. You're exhausted, you're finished, it's complete for you, it's over with, it's completely done, it's just done. And that's the level of done that I don't think people recognize. Especially if they're used to you constantly coming back or taking crap. Now, this could be applied to romance. This could be applied to your job. This could be applied to any place in your life, including your family. Including your family. In fact, I think when it comes, Aries, to family, it's a particularly sensitive topic because, you know, we kind of think, well, family is permanent. Family is set. You know, family is family. We can't just let family go. We can't just cut them out. And that's not true. You can cut anybody out. You can cut anything out. that doesn't serve you or serve your higher purpose and serve yourself. You're very close to achieving your goal. A personal issue reaches resolution. So something that you've been working on for a long period of time concerning your family and your emotions, your emotional construct, as well as how attached you are to people or to whatever this project is. I think it has more to do with the 4th house though, because this is Cancerian energy. You know, and then that's why I feel like there could be some sort of divorce here, because you have the balance, you have the scales that represent justice, and this is Libra energy. A win-win outcome is forecast. In other words, there's just a sense of, it's not even about winning anymore. It's not even about like fighting to battle and, you know, the warrior comes out and it's like, I have to triumph. No, the triumph is just making it be the fuck over. Like, and I don't think that somebody realizes that you are as done as you are, to the point where you're like, dude, fine, take the house. Like, I can buy another one. You know, it's like, do I want to lose it? No. Do I think you deserve it? No. But I deserve happiness and I deserve freedom. And ultimately, you know, if that's the toggle point, if that's the last piece, drop the fucking shoe, man. I'm fine. I'm fine. Maybe not fine, but that's kind of like, that's what I'm trying to say, is that the freedom and the ending is what you're after. Because you're it's time for you to be back and balanced and get back to something that's healthy, something that's happy, a stabilization of sorts in terms of where you're at mentally, physically, emotionally. And you definitely want to get back out there, man, and start exploring the world. Maybe even with a friend that could be a little bit more to you than just a friend. I'm just saying, there could be a relationship that is starting to grow. I feel like almost there's a sense, especially if you've been stuck in quarantine, you are so fucking frustrated and sick of whoever you're stuck with. Even if you love them, you just can't wait to get out. There's a sense of just not being able to wait to travel again and really wanting to jump back into it. Maybe even deciding to travel with a friend or go somewhere, take off on your own. Let's see what the spirit guides have to say. These are animal totem cards. Let's see what they have to say. Aries, 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 Aries. You don't want anything set in stone right now. Hold on. Sagittarius, moth to a flame. But look at these two cards are the ones that are facing up. What do they show me? You don't want to put anything in stone right now. They're both mutable energies turned upside down. It's like you're like, nope, kind of staying away from any kind of firm foundation that I have to like set up and make people promises to. You really don't want to. I think it's almost a sense of being exhausted and worn out with commitment. And not to say that you're definitely you could have the happiest fucking marriage in the world. Oh my God, I don't want to see those goddamn fucking quotes underneath the video. Just like, well, my marriage is fine. Did you listen to the fucking video? Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, these are general energies, right? And these are just metaphors. So you could have the happiest marriage in the world, whatever this energy is, it's playing out in that, whatever you're getting out of, you want to enjoy the freedom of that aspect of your life. You don't want to just dive right into building something up again, building something, committing something, commit. No, you're so done with it. And that's one of the biggest changes, is this sense of being able to release and let go of the concept that I have to make something permanent. I don't have to make shit permanent. I'm good not making anything permanent. I really like that the chains aren't on me. I like that the contracts aren't signed. I like that the last contract I signed frees me, liberates me, and now I don't have to sign any more contracts. I think what you've learned, Aries, from what you've just come out of is how precious your freedom is. and that you don't want to just give that away right away yet. And so you probably having a good time with somebody or in some situation, whatever. But that's it. You want it to be about having a good time and being flexible and not having to worry about somebody else's emotions, somebody else's feelings, somebody else's livelihood, keeping somebody else happy and safe. It's not that you guys aren't loving or that you don't take care. It's that you take care so well. And this is almost like an exhaustion of taking care too much. You've done it for too long. And you've given too much. And in some ways, you've not gotten anything back, which is a very Aries scenario to get into. Not getting anything back because you take over. You know, you always err on the side of, well, I'll stay on top of this. I'll stay in control of this. And then you end up doing all of it all the time. And eventually the exhaustion, catches up to you. And you're like, how'd I get here? How am I staying at work till 9 o'clock every night? Everybody else gets to leave at 5. Well, usually it's because you didn't distribute the workload. You took it all on yourself because you wanted control over it all, right? And so there's a lesson in that. There's a lesson learned. Now I can let go of shit. I don't have to control everything. If it doesn't work out, ultimately you've learned it doesn't impact the parts of my life that I care about the most anyway. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? There is that sense right now in and about you is a who gives a fuck, because in order to bring back that balance into your life, in order to be happy and even be in a partnership that feels good and that feels healthy, you need the pressure off of you so that you don't have to be the provider. You know, you don't have to be the one that's responsible. You don't have to be the one that is the only one that has the credit to sign anything. You know what I'm saying? It's like all of that is just too fucking much. And you're more than happy to kind of be, you'll never be fly by night. That's not who you are. But there are definitely aspects of you that have wanted to hit the road again. And it could be a proverbial road, okay? But ultimately you just wanted to get back out there again. You don't want to be stuck. Oy. Be generous of spirit. So you're very happy. You're very happy, but this is a card of ego. And let's discuss ego, because Leo represents the ego. When we think of ego, I think most of us think of egotistical, or the colloquial way the word is used now. Ego is simply this. It's knowing where you end and somebody else begins. So ego is having a really firm, secure sense of self. And in some ways, I feel like you lost it. Right? Or that once upon a time, because this came out in the past, you remembered how good it felt to know exactly who you were and where you were headed. And where did that all go? Where did it all go? How did it get all flipped and twisted and turned upside down? Because somebody was trying to make you into what they needed you to be to feel good about their lives. Just letting you know. This is double, wow, oh shit. This is double Leo energy. Are you dealing with a Leo Aries right now? Like, what's going on? Because there's a sense of somebody maybe actually investing their confidence into you and saying, hey, yeah, no, I trust you with this, because this is success. This is shining like a star. This is standing out. This is job well done. You worked your ass off and you are a knockout. It's definitely reaping the benefits of how hard you've worked. Like, picture 9 of Pentacles almost. A sense of, but I almost feel like you had to learn how to, like, set those boundaries up as well. No, but you really stand out. This is just pure charisma and success. Being really driven. Could be a creative project that you're working on. There's definitely at least an undercurrent of creativity here, something that you're working on or have been working on for a while. You're going to get a lot of attention for it. You stand out, and sweet results await. And I say this every time this card comes, only the busy bees get the honey. And this means that you've been busy. You've been busy reestablishing your sense of self. You've been working hard on yourself. And that could be because maybe you just got out of a breakup, or you just left a job that you'd have been at for quite some time, and you identified yourself so much with, you know, being the director of blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no, actually that's not who I am. That's what I did for a while. That's what paid my bills for a while. But it doesn't define me, and it sure as hell doesn't confine me. So you have been doing a lot of hard work on reestablishing who you are, based more on a more sincere version of how you knew yourself. Right? Without somebody else running interference. Nothing is wasted. So there has been a lot of time covered. Almost like it's like you're at a point now where, you know, you're through the bitterness, you're through the sadness, you're through the regret of, why did I waste so much fucking time staying in a situation that I knew it wasn't working, but I was just so driven to make it work. It's almost like you're starting to see that there's a little gem of treasure in that trash heap of wasted time. What is that gem? I don't know. Take time out. This is the second time you're like, I feel like you're like, take time out. You may be actually traveling, like I said, like to just kind of like be good to yourself, treat yourself good, not even asking for anybody's permission. But there is also a sense of finding the goodness in being in charge. Well, we know that you like being in charge, but that's not this. Take time out. You need to heal. This is time out for healing. A decision is, it's almost like you're vehemently and aggressively defending your right to not turn back or ever go back to the way things were. Forgive me. I am not feeling so well, FYI, guys. So if there's not a video next week, you know why. Oh, Spirit has your back. So this is divinely guided messages from Spirit, authority, personal purpose, being self-possessed, moving forward, one with God, all of those things. Oh, shit, take the lead. You're becoming an authority on something. Yeah, you're being looked to as who directs things or who guides things or who conducts things, or yeah, you're being selected by maybe your boss or the executives on high or whatever it is. You're chosen. You're the one that you stand out. Things are shifting and changing here. I think your true self can come out because you don't have to work through the ranks anymore. You've earned what you've earned. Clear out the clutter. So willing to let go of what just doesn't serve you anymore. This is Cancerian energy. But it's that energy of transformation that happens to Cancers when they shed their shell. So this could also mean that whoever you left behind, you kind of are hearing that they're okay. Like you get the comfort of the fact that they're fine now, that they've moved on as well. Be playful, be light, be happy, move on from moment to moment. Don't think about things too hard. Life is a mystery. There's still something here that is unknown. Bring your ideas to life. Ooh, let's get into that. Let's get into that energy. What does that mean? Bring your ideas to life. Be playful. There's been I'm going to get into it with tarot. That's where we're going to go. Stick around for the angel messages, though. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do, Aries. You can click that subscription button below and then ring that bell so that you get notified. I upload about 13 videos a week, and Aries-specific content comes out every single Thursday. You can join me live Monday through Friday. I do a general live reading over on Instagram. You can find me at Born_without_boundaries over on Instagram. And then, of course, there's always an extended video, which is a much more personal and specific reading. And yeah, you can subscribe over on that platform too, and then you'll get access to those videos about a day before they show up. The link shows up on YouTube, FYI. So you can go over there now if you want, or stick around for the angel messages. 2 messages came out. Positive outcome. The sun is about to burst through the clouds and you will soon see things in a different light. Something that previously seemed hopeless will soon be filled with nothing but hope. You're moving forward on something. You are. Huge breakthrough. Archangel Metatron. Oh, I am your link between heaven and earth, between your humanity and your divinity. I am here to help you heal the conflict that exists between your heart and mind. Feel me in your heart and thoughts. Through oneness, there is love. Stay free right now, man. Stay free, pony boy. Stay free. Let's hop on over to the extended. I need to know what these are. Be playful, life is a mystery, and bring your ideas to life. Let's go clarify that with tarot. I'll see you guys over there.